54-51 win over Wilmer in their opener on Friday, coached by Bob and Doug Brink. Steve Howells will start at one wing. He's a 6'1 senior. The other wing is Bart Johnson, the 6-foot senior who broke the school record for three-pointers with 8 of them the other night. And they will be on the wings. Greg Ethan, a 6'4 senior, will be at one post. And Scott Hondel, a 6-foot sophomore, at the other post. Scott will be tested inside by Herkenoff. And Lyle New, the 6'1 senior, will be at the point guard. Coach Bob Rink said he may bring in 5 new players at one time tonight, and those 5 would be Dan Crone, a 5'10 senior, Chad Eichers, a 6'3 senior, Jesse Philippi, a 5'7 senior, Dan Moore, a 6'3 senior, and Tim Neuring, who is a 6'3 senior. So there you have the starting lineups for the two ball clubs. Both teams are back on the floor, and the fight song goes up over on the far side of the field, of the floor. We're going to have the introduction of the teams coming here momentarily. For the fans, Ron Sebring and Steve Bullard from St. Cloud State University. They will be the officials for tonight's basketball game. And we will return with more from ROCORI High School in 1 minute.
Albany Huskies and ROCORI Spartans. We will be introducing the non-starters for both teams prior to the starting lineups, and we will alternate for the starting lineups. The non-starters for Albany, number 32, Todd Hoppard. Number 22, John Hammond. Number 10, Bob Becker. Number 14, Jason Lahr. Number 20, Steve Lancer. Number 42, Bob Garrett. Number 40, Aaron Neff. Number 44, Travis Junger. For ROCORI, number 10, Mike Tulke. Number 12, Dan Kroll. Number 14, Jim Crow.
Back once again as Jack Bell introduces the teams here at ROCORI High School. In fact, they're actually giving the names of the entire team. They did that on Friday night. I don't know if that's going to be something they'll do on a regular basis, but that's what they're doing again tonight once more. And then they'll introduce the starting 5 as we hear Jack Bell in the background. And now the introduction of the starting lineups once again, so we'll pass them along for you again. Adam Dooley, 6'1 junior. Lyle New at the point guard for ROCORI, 6'1 senior. Jason Beer will be starting at the other guard, 6-foot senior. And Steve Howells, a 6'1 senior, will be at a wing, actually. Randy Stick will be the 6'3 junior at a forward. And Bart Johnson, 6-foot senior at the other wing for the Spartans. Brian Coltis, 6'5 junior. Craig Ethan, a 6'4 senior. Luke Herkenoff, 6'6 senior, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of teams after him for football. And Scott Hondel, the 6'4 sophomore, will shake hands with Herkenoff at center court, and we'll be ready to go with basketball action here on 98 Country, WWJO St. Cloud. Friday night, as I mentioned, we'll have the St. Cloud Tech ROCORI game here on 98 starting at 7:15 with airtime for Coach Al Andriotti and Bob Brink. And then on Tuesday night of next week, 1 week from tomorrow night, we will have the game between the Melrose Dutchmen and the ROCORI Spartans. Melrose, that'll be our first road game for ROCORI. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll try our national anthem. opening tunes like that, and we are about set to go with basketball action. The two teams getting final words of instruction from their coaches. Coach Bob Brinkman of the ROCORI Spartans to our left, and Coach Bruce Holmseth in his 4th season to our right. Coach Bob Brinkman is 24th year. A couple of years ago picked up his 500th win. 1989, I believe, was the year he picked up his 500th win as head coach here at ROCORI. Here's the tap, and it's controlled. His overall coaching career, I should say. 564 wins, I believe I said something like that. Here's the pass inside for Herkenoff now as Albany owns the basketball to start with, but the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline, and it'll be turnover number 1 for the Albany Huskies. So the Spartans will have it. Ethan drops it into New, and New will bring it across the timeline. We're underway. B game won by Albany, 61-56. A very good basketball game. Outside, Howells bounces it down into the corner to Handel and then back out to Howells, looking at a 2-3 zone. Howells kicks it back out to New after driving it into the middle, brings it to Johnson. Skip pass to Howells out on the right wing, gets it down to Ethan in the corner, back to Howells. Howells puts it on the floor with a dribble and kicks it back outside to New. New to Bart Johnson from the corner. Johnson missed the shot on the three-point attempt, and the rebound pulled down by Albany ahead for Adam Dooley. Can't get a handle on it. Dropped inside now to Herkenoff, who lost it momentarily. Is partially blocked by Handel and pulled out of there by Handel. Nice move defensively on the part of Handel. New across the timeline. We played 1 minute, still no score. Handel gets the pass from New, and he bounces it off the glass too hard, but a foul is called from behind. And there's going to be a foul charge to Bart Johnson, I believe. Picks up the first personal foul of the basketball game. And it'll be out of bounds to Albany, backcourt baseline. Inbounds pass comes to Ryan Coltis. Full court pressure, 2-2-1 zone press put on by Albany. They break it, bring it into the front court. On the driving shot, the left-hander puts it up and in. Jason Beer gets the first basket of the ball game for Albany, and the Huskies have the 2-0 lead at 6:35 to play in the first quarter. Howells drives to the basket, puts up the little jump shot. It won't go. Rebound, Handel over the top. Just a great move by the sophomore. We've seen a couple of good moves already by the young sophomore for ROCORI. Handel got up over the top and got the rebound without fouling that time, which was a nice move on his part. Now the pass comes outside to Coltis, or Randy Stick rather, off on the right side to Dooley, down into the corner to the left-hander Beer. It won't go. Rebound chased down by Howell. Now Howell's nicely in front of his own bench. Gets it to New. Back to Johnson. Short jumper off the glass and in. And Bart Johnson has made a 2-point basket. We weren't sure he could make 2-pointers, but he's made his first one of the season. Just a little joke there, folks. He made 8 3-pointers, but no 2-pointers. He even missed his only free throw the other night against Wilmer. But his 24 points led the Spartans to that 3-point win. Here's Beer on a drive. Running jumper is good. Nice move down the lane by Jason Beer, who puts in the little 4-footer. He has 4 points in the ball game, and Albany has tied it up again at 4 apiece. 2 and 4 are our ties. Jump shot from the right baseline by Ethan is no good. Herkenoff rebounds it, bounces it ahead to Jason Beer, and brings it across the timeline. Down the right side to Dooley, outside to Beer. Jason Beer brings it back on the right side to Dooley once again. ROCORI in a man-to-man defense. Well, no, they're in a 2-3 zone too. Backdoor pass intended for Brian Coltis goes out of bounds. It's turnover 2 for Albany, and the ball belongs to the ROCORI Spartans, backcourt baseline. Lyle New will bring it slowly across the timeline. Albany now in a 1-3-1 zone, so they've mixed up their defenses from a 2-3 to a 1-3-1. We haven't seen the man-to-man as yet. Right side, Handel, jump shot, 2! My goodness, the young man does not look like a sophomore. Whatever a sophomore looks like, but among the seniors and juniors, he's looking very, very good. And ROCORI goes back up by 2 at 6-4. Dooley gets it on the left side to Randy Stick across the timeline, knocked away but picked up by Beer. Back to Herkenoff, driving on Johnson, puts it in. Luke Herkenoff, it would appear, once he wants to go to the basket, he will. We're tied at 6, our third tie of the ball game. On the drive, Howell's backdoor pass to Handel, who was fading away, and he missed the bunny shot. Here comes Beer into the lane, drives, runs into his own man, lost the ball, now a held ball. Oh, I beg your pardon. A travel called against Jason Beer, which is third turnover for Albany. 4:15 to play first quarter, 6-6 ball game. New across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Pulls up on the left side. Cross-court pass goes to Howells off the right wing. Inside to Hondo. Lost the handle, got fouled. Hondo lost the handle, but he was fouled by Perkinoff. Nope, make that Randy Stick. Randy Stick. Jack was listening to me. I beg your pardon, Jack. That was my mistake. Inside, New with a jumping hook, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Herkinoff. Lead pass down the left side to Randy Stick, and Randy is fouled from behind, and I believe Bart Johnson has picked up his second foul of the ball game. 2 fouls on Johnson. Spartans can ill afford to lose him, and then now it would appear that the Spartans are going to bring in a whole new team, and that was what we were told. Dan Crone, Chad Eichers, Jesse Philippi, Dan Moore, and Tim Newring will all come into the ball game as Bart Johnson picked up his third personal foul. So this could be very, very interesting for the Spartans. Eichers didn't see any action the other night. The rest of the players did see action. Here's a turnaround jumper. It's good by Herkinoff, and he is fouled. Personal foul will be charged to number 20. That would be Chad Eichers, his first personal foul. Third team foul against the Spartans. And now Albany will take the opportunity to rest a couple of their starters. Stick will come out. Dooley will come out. Into the ball game, Jason Lahr. And also into the game is Todd Hoferth. Lahr at 6'1", Hoferth at 6'5". Both are seniors. Free throw won't go by Herkinoff, but Beer chases down the rebound. And at the baseline, the little jumper will not go. Newring picks up the rebound. The shot was missed by Hoferth. Across the timeline, here's Crone down into the corner to Eichers. Pulls up for the jumper off the glass, too hard, no good. Rebound, foul from behind. And Moore will be on the rebound. The foul will be charged to Albany. Luke Herkinoff is his first. Team 2 on Albany. 3:29 to play. We're just past the midpoint of the first quarter. ROCORI will have it on the common foul. Outside. Gets up to Jesse Philippi. Brings it back out to Crone. Crone on the dribble, backing away, looking at a 2-3 zone once again for Albany. Left side. Top of the circle now, and now Philippi back in the corner, down to the baseline to Moore, back outside to Crone, right side to Eichers, back out to Crone. Crone spins into the lane, tries to drop it inside for Newring, but it's right into the arms of Herkinoff. Turnover 1 for ROCORI. 8-6, Albany on top by 2. Just under 3 minutes to play first quarter. Right side into the corner. This is Brian Coltis, but the pass into the middle is picked off by the Spartans. On the drive, Philippi, it's up and good. Jesse Philippi makes the bucket, and we're tied at 8. Neither team has had more than a 2-point lead, and both clubs have had at least one 2-point lead. In fact, each one's had 2 2-point leads. Pass into the middle goes to Herkinoff. We've been tied at 2-4, 6, and 8. From outside, the shot won't go. Put up by Lahr. Rebound pulled down by the Spartans, and up the sideline comes Crone. Right side to Eichers. Back to Newring. Into the corner to Moore. Scores. It's good. Danny Moore hits the pair. Jump shot from the right side. Dan Moore gives ROCORI the lead by 2 at 10-8 with 2:16 to play first quarter. Out of the ball game comes Brian Coltis. And who checked back in? Randy Stick is back in, the 6'3 junior. Full court pressure by ROCORI. Over to Randy Stick, pulls up on the right wing. Wanted to bounce it inside, bounced it off the back of Bob Crone's leg, and Philippi picks it up and brings it into the front court. 5 turnovers for Albany. Baseline fadeaway, no good by Moore. Rebound Herkinoff. Gets it off now to Jason Beer. Lead pass down the left side. Here's the pass outside. Free throw line, Lahr inside Herkinoff. Lowers the shoulder, puts up the jump shot. It won't go. Newring on the rebound. So the second stringers here are doing very, very well. A brand new crop of ball players. Eichers drops it to the baseline for Moore, but he can't handle it off his fingertips. And turnover 2 for the Spartans. Now Herkinoff will sit down, and Brian Coltis comes back into the ball game. Still in there, Hoferth, Lahr, Beer, and Stick. And across the timeline, beating it right down the middle. Beer lost the basketball. Eichers will be tied up, and the ball will belong to ROCORI on the alternating possession rule. And so Eichers tied up in the lane. Now back into the ball game comes Adam Dooley, the 6'1 junior for the Albany Huskies. Bob Crone, Dan Moore, Chad Eichers, Jesse Philippi, and Tim Newring in there for ROCORI right now. The second five, they all came in together when Bart Johnson picked up his second foul. On the right side, Crone down into the corner for Moore, and he can't handle it again. That pass is too long for Moore, and that's turnover number 3. Moore has had to go off his hands a couple of times, but it's not been his fault. It's been just bad passes. Across the timeline comes Adam Dooley. From the right side, Dooley's shot is a brick. It goes high off the glass, comes down Philippi, pulls up for the right side, 10-footer, good. Jesse Philippi has his second field goal of the ball game, and ROCORI has the biggest lead of the night at 12-8, and Coach Bob Brink has to be real pleased that his second five, and literally second five, is doing so well against the starting five of the Albany Huskies, who are 2-0 coming into this ball game. It's got to be pleasing to know that you've got that kind of strength on the bench. And it's unusual for ROCORI to go 10 deep. A lot of the years they've had 6 players that play a lot. Here's a foul charge to Dan Moore as Randy Stick goes to the basket, puts it in, and got fouled by Dan Moore, his first personal foul. It's the 4th team foul against ROCORI. Randy Stick with a chance to complete a 3-point play and cut ROCORI's lead down to 1. Albany as a team 0 for 1 from the charity line. Free throw is no good off to the left. The tap no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by ROCORI. Crone beats it across the timeline, drives, and bounced off somebody. And the foul will be charged to Albany. It'll be Jason Beer. Jason Beer picks up the foul. It is team foul number 3 against Albany. No bonus until number 5. Here's the inbounds pass coming to Philippi. Return pass to Eichers, back out to Philippi. Looks at the 3 and now decides against it. Moore inside will have to throw it up because he's in the paint. And the rebound pulled down by Stick. If he'd have passed it out of there, he would have been in the 3-second violation, so he put the shot up, but not a good one. He was way under the basket. Right side with the ball. This is Randy Stick, pulls up for the 10-footer. It's short, but he's fouled. And the foul will be charged to the Spartans. It will be number 5. And the foul will be on number 54. That would be Tim Newring's first personal foul of the ball game. I want to remind you now you can enjoy the Red River Inn's Chicken Buffet on Sunday night. Stop by any time between 3 p.m. and closing any Sunday night and get the Chicken Buffet complete for only $4.49. The Red River Inn, Red River at Main Mall in Cold Spring. At the free throw line is Randy Stick, and he puts this one in. He made his first attempt. He missed his first attempt, I beg your pardon. He made this one. It's 12-11. It's 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Second free throw is no good. The follow-up shot is going to be waved off as we're going to get a whistle and a foul called. Foul will be on the Spartans, Jesse Philippi, and that will be number 6 in the ball game on the Spartans. So, well, apparently we go to the 7. I get confused on that new rule as to when they go to the bonus shot, unless that was a different situation. Shot no good, follow-up shot no good by Albany, and that's the end of the first quarter. The score at the end of 1. ROCORI 12, Albany 11. Back in a minute. Yeah, you can go with just go 45 seconds. Take Richmond Concrete. We've got 2 Michaels already in. Is it 7 on the bonus now for high school too? Okay, because I know that college is 7 and then 10. From the St. John's football games, and also here's Steve Howells with a steal as the Albany player broke the wrong way, and the ball came loose, and Steve Halls took advantage of it, turned that one into 2 points. Steve Halls with his first basket, and almost a steal again as he dove for it, went into the stands. Now Beer will bring it across the timeline, starting 5 for ROCORI back in the ball game. Ball is batted away. We got a whistle, an illegal double dribble charge to Albany, and so it'll be out of bounds to ROCORI. Turnover 7 for Albany, 3 for the Spartans. ROCORI leads it by 3 at 14-11. 7:43 to play. We're in the second quarter. Halls for 3, no good. Rebound is pulled out of there by Albany. Finally chased down by Brian Coltis. This Albany ball club across the back line, 6'3", 6'5", 6'6". Their guards are 6 foot and 6'1", so this is one of the bigger Albany teams that I'm sure has played there in years. They've had some big individual players, but not that kind of overall size on the ball club. The foul will be charged to Lyle New. That will be number 7 on ROCORI, and we'll have the bonus coming up as Albany will be at the free throw line. And going to the free throw line for the 4th time tonight will be Randy Stick, who is 1 out of 3 from the stripe with 3 points in the basketball game. And he'll have a chance to make that 4 and tie 2 other players, Jason Beer and Luke Herkenoff, with the team lead with 4 points apiece, but he does not as he misses the free throw. Albany only 1 out of 5 from the charity line, 20%. Here's a drive. The shot won't go by Stick. The rebound, batted into the middle. A dangerous pass, and now we have a big crash down at midcourt as Brian Coltis, trying to avoid the sprawled Lyle New, tripped over him. The foul will be charged to Jason Beer, his 2nd personal foul of the ball game. And so it'll be out of bounds to the Spartans. 2-3 zone by Albany. They had a 1-3-1 earlier in the ball game, but now Bart Johnson outside. Here's Hondo with a short jumper. He pulled up, short-armed it. Rebound gets pulled down by Stick, gets it ahead to Jason Beer, who pounds it into the front court. Now takes the 3. It won't go. Rebound nicely taken on the far side by Coltis. His turnaround jumper won't go, but Herkenoff puts it in. And I'm sure he's going to do that a lot in the West Central Conference this year. 14-13. ROCORI's lead is 1 with 6.5 minutes to play first half. Lyle New across the top of the key to Bart Johnson. Back to New. Drives. Puts it into the corner to Howells. Looks at the 3. Doesn't take it as Jason Beer comes in his face. Backdoor pass. Nobody home except Jason Beer, and he batted it over to Herkenoff. Turnover 4 for the Spartans. From three-point land, it's good, and this is Adam Dooley with the tray. And just like that, Albany has taken the lead at 16-14. That's been their biggest lead by 2. Down into the right corner to Hondo, back outside to Howells, into the paint, turnaround jumper is good. Nice turnaround jump shot by Craig Ethan, his first basket of the ball game. And we're all tied at 16 apiece here. We've had ties at 2-4, 6-8, and now at 16. There's a pattern there someplace. Hondo makes the steal, and Albany's turned it over for the 8th time. Left side, Bart Johnson switch. Bart Johnson with his 9th three-pointer of the season, and he now has 5 points in this basketball game. A 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Down court, we've got a whistle and a foul called. Basket will count, and the foul will be on number 34 for the Spartans, Craig Ethan. It's his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line will be Jason Beer, 19-18. The lead belongs to ROCORI. As they had taken the 3-point lead, it's now cut to 1. And it could be tied once again by Jason Beer, who has 3 field goals in the ball game and a chance to complete a 3-point play right here. As I said, Albany 1 out of 5 from the charity line, and Jason makes the free throw. And we're tied at 19. Right side into the corner. This is Scott Hondo. Cross-court skip pass to Hulls on the left side. Back to Hondo at the baseline. Kicks it back outside to New. Top of the key. This is Philippi. His jumper from 12 is good. Jesse Philippi has 6 points in the ball game, and ROCORI goes back up by 2. 21-19. Down the right side. This is Bob Beckers in the ball game now. He pounds it inside nicely to Stick. Nice assist that time, and Stick gets the basket. He has 5 points in the ball game, and we're tied at 21. Been a good one. New on the left side, bounces it inside to Hondo, who comes up short on it. and Herkenoff pulls down the rebound. So Handel, the sophomore, showing in that shot, the last couple of shots, in fact, he short-armed just a bit. Beckers tries to save it, but cannot. It'll be out of bounds to the Spartans in the corner. They'd have had it anyway, even if he'd have saved it. And it's turnover number 9 for the Albany Huskies. 21 all the score, 4:32 to play. We're in the first half. Coach Bob Brink bringing in Moore, Philippi, along with Johnson, Howells, and Handel now, as he started out bringing in 5 at a time, and now he's gone back to the conventional, putting in a couple of players at a time. Moore to Johnson in the corner to Philippi, looking inside. Philippi with the little beanie haircut. From the right side, the shot by Johnson is no good. Handel puts up the rebound, but he's going to be fouled. And the ROCORI wants a timeout. Handel will be at the line when we return. The foul is charged to Bryant Colt as his first. We'll be back with the score all tied at 21, 4:08 to play first half. Back in a minute. Say Emmett. Emmett. And 31st at Apollo High School, and that's the former Granite City Classic that was the college and high school tournament over at So-Called State University, Hallenbeck Hall. Handel makes the first free throw, by the way, has 5 in the ball game, the sophomore, and now it's last several years it's been a Tech Apollo combination. Handel makes them both. He has 6 in the ball game and actually leads ROCORI in scoring, with 6 points, along with Jesse Philippi off the bench, also has 6 on 3 field goals. Bounce pass on the left side to Stick. Brings it back outside to Coltis. Off on the right-hand side to Beer. Jason Beer looking inside for Herkenoff, covered by Dan Moore. Missed the shot, and the rebound is pulled down by Handel. So Handel gets it off to Philippi, and down the left side to Howells. Pulls up for the 15-footer. It won't go. Rebound Johnson rebounds it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Randy Stick, and he gets it ahead to Bob Beckers, right side. Down into the corner now to Coltis. Tries to drive with the left hand. He missed the shot. Herkenoff rips down the rebound at long range. Beer tries the long one. It won't go. Stick battling for the ball, and out of bounds. It'll belong to ROCORI. Herkenoff tried to chase it down and could not, so the Spartans will own it. 23-21. They lead by 2 on the pair of free throws for Scott Handel. And Philippi will bring it into the front court. Right side for Johnson, back to Philippi. Albany still in that 2-3 zone, although that's still a 2-3, I guess. Howells with a jump shot. It's good. Howells lost the ball in the paint and then came up with it and dropped it home. He has 4 points in the ball game to ROCORI, with good balance in the scoring so far. Several players, couple with 6, couple with 4, couple with 2. Here's the pass to the outside. Coltis from Stick. Now he leaves it for Jason Beer. Will set the offense. ROCORI in a man-to-man defense with Philippi on Beer. Outside, this is Stick with the basketball. Leaves it for Beckers, covered by Howells. Beckers drives, bounces it inside for Herkenoff. In traffic, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebound, Bart Johnson gets it. Out on the wing to Philippi, whips it back to Howells, who drives it to the basket. And we're going to get a foul. Howells would probably have gotten a charging foul against Herkenoff, but instead the foul was charged before that to Bob Beckers, and that is his first personal foul of the basketball game. Never the same old chicken at the Red River Inn. They have dinners featuring lemon broccoli chicken, chicken Dijon, chicken Italiano, chicken Monterey, and chicken Hawaiian. All include rice, roll, and vegetable. Just $4.99 or $5.99 with salad bar at the Red River Inn, Cold Spring. ROCORI will have the ball out of bounds when we resume the action here. And Dan Moore will trigger the inbounds pass for the Spartans. Gets it out into the corner to Philippi. Johnson for 3. Yes! Bart Johnson has 8 in the ball game, a pair of 3-pointers, 10 3-pointers so far in his first 2 ball games. And out at the top of the circle, Bob Beckers. He got 5 of those three-pointers in the first quarter against Wilmer and ended up with all 8 three-pointers, all 24 of his points from the three-point line. Just an outstanding night for him and a record-shattering night. Also a record-shattering team record with 14 and probably a game, too. There were 19 three-pointers. And when you look at a 54-51 ball game with 19 three-pointers, doesn't seem possible, but it was. Very few free throws in that one. ROCORI, Philippi, down into the corner to Ethan. Tried to get the ball back outside, but he had it on the line. It touched the baseline, and so it'll belong to Albany, backcourt baseline. 28-21, ROCORI has opened up a 7-point lead as Albany has not scored in a while. Here's Beer driving at its free throw line. Leaves it outside now for Adam Dooley, who's back into the ballgame. ROCORI's man-to-man is working very, very well right now. Here's Stick with the ball. Off on the left side to Beer. His shot is good. Jason Beer with 9 points in the ballgame, 4 field goals and a free throw. On the drive, Bart Johnson, shot's no good, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul called. And following the ball into the hoop, Craig Ethan picked up the personal foul. And for Ethan, that will be personal foul number 2 in the ballgame. And Bob Crone will check in now. And out of the ballgame comes Jesse Philippi, who did a nice job while he was in there. Jesse Philippi going to the line for the Huskies will be Jason Beer. 28-23 the score. Free throw up and no good as he missed it off the front of the iron. Actually rolled back, then front, then off. ROCORI rebounds. Bart Johnson outside to Bob Crone. Coach Bob Brink using a good combination of players. Howells and Johnson still in there, along with Ethan from the starting 5. Johnson for 3 won't go. Rebound Beer, lead pass Dooley. Nice pass, but he couldn't quite come down with it. And Ethan nicely follow up on the rebound, brings it off to Crone. Crone directing traffic. Waves Bart Johnson down to the baseline. Gets it off on the left side to Howells, looking at a 2-3 zone for Albany. Now in the corner for Moore. Moore has it back for a 3. It's short, no good. Got his own rebound. Battle for the ball, and they call him for traveling. Not a popular call on the home court by Ron Sebring, but he had to call something. It looked like they were almost tied up. He could have possibly called a held ball on it. Here's Jason Beer on the drive into the lane, puts up the shot. As he does, he's fouled, and the foul from behind will be on Craig Ethan. And for Craig, it'll be his 3rd. Craig fouled out of the ball game the other night, so he's a little frustrated right now. Going to the free throw line, Jason Beer will come back in 15 seconds. Jason Beer at the stripe as the Spartans make a substitution. Craig Ethan comes out of the ball game and Tim Nuring is back in. That's almost a interchanging pair, that Tim Nuring and Craig Ethan. You can almost see those 2 guys being interchangeable parts. 28-24 now as Beer makes the 2nd of 2 free throws. And the Spartans have the lead at 28-24, a 4-point lead. Their biggest lead has been 7 a moment ago. Nuring down in the corner to Johnson. Back outside. On the drive, Crone, his shot goes down. However, the foul, I believe, was outside before the shot. And the foul will be charged to Adam Dooley. Dooley's first personal foul. That's team foul number 7, so we should have the bonus coming up here for ROCORI as well now. Both teams will be in the bonus. A 1-and-1 coming for Bob Crone. Or make that Dan Crone. Dan Crone. Let's get that straight. Dan Crone. Dan's free throw is no good, so he'll not get a 2nd. And on the rebound, out of bounds to Albany. Steve Bullard, Ron Sebring, the officials for tonight's ball game. We'll be talking about the Granite City Classic at halftime and who the Spartans play. Just at the buzzer, the shot's no good. That's the end of the first half. The score at halftime is ROCORI 28, Albany 24. We'll have the halftime festivities coming up in a minute and a half. Nuring starting in place of Craig Ethan here was 3 personal fouls. Otherwise, the starting 5 is back in. And a reaching in foul will be charged to the Spartans, number 44. That's Lyle New's second personal foul of the ball game. Johnson, Howells, Handel, and Nuring, along with Lyle New for the Spartans. Dooley, Beer, Stick, Coltis, and Herkenoff, the starting 5 for Albany. Three-pointer put up, no good. Johnson tried to bounce it off the leg of Stick, but it missed him. And now the three-pointer by Dooley is good, and he has 2 three-pointers in the ball game. In fact, he has both of them for Albany. And ROCORI's lead is down to 3 once again. Their biggest lead has been 6 points in the ball game. Inside pass goes off the fingertips, now back outside as Dooley missed it. And now he double dribbled the ball. And apparently he had dribbled once and dribbled again. Hardly noticeable, but he did double dribble the ball, and that's turnover number 10 for Albany, their first of the second half. Just under 7 minutes to play, third quarter. ROCORI on top, 30-27. Lyle New to the right side. Back over on the left side to Howells. Lost the handle momentarily and then lost it out of bounds. ROCORI's first turnover of the second half, their 7th of the basketball game. Friday night, the St. Cloud Tech Tigers will be in town. Conference action here on 98 Country, airtime 7:15. And then next Tuesday night will be at Melrose for the first road game for the Spartans. Non-conference action against Coach Darrell O.J.'s Dutchman. Jump shot from the baseline by Herkenoff, won't go. Rebound down the sideline. New tries to get it ahead to Nuring and couldn't handle it. Spartans with 2 quick turnovers here in the second half, and they continue to lead by 30-27. Coach Bob Rink shouting out words of instruction. Jason Beer on the drive, goes all the way to the corner and then spins around, covered closely by Bart Johnson. Goes inside for Herkenoff in traffic. Too hard, no good. Batted up, no good. Ball batted around. Finally, the follow-up is good by Brian Coltis, his first basket of the ball game. Coltis, a 6'5 junior, Herkenoff, a 6'6 senior, and Randy Stick, a 6'3 junior. All are very well built, and they put up quite a front line for this Albany ball club. Albany still in that 2-3 zone. New kicks it outside to Johnson, but he kicks it off to the wrong player, a white-shirted Albany Husky player. On the drive, the shot is no good by Adam Dooley. Handel chases down the long rebound, and now Lyle New brings it into the front court. ROCORI with 3, now 4 turnovers here in the early going of the second half. And on the drive, we're going to get a foul called on Lyle New as Beard just drove him right to the basket. And Lyle New picked up his 3rd personal foul of the basketball game. At the free throw line will be Jason Beer. And now ROCORI wants a timeout. They don't like what they see out there. So we're going to take a 1-minute timeout with 5:35 to play third quarter. It's ROCORI 30, Albany 29. ROCORI cheerleaders doing a nice job. Shannon Bertram along with Sasha Braun, Jenna Femright, Kim Gertkin, Jessica Tice, and Jenny Willenbrink. Happy to have along with us tonight, as well as 98 Country, the fine folks who will be watching this game a little bit later on cable TV, the public access channel here in the Cold Spring, Richmond area. At the free throw line will be Jason Beer. His free throw is up, and it's off the front of the iron, no good. So Jason, 2 out of 5 from the charity line, has 10 points in the basketball game. He could tie it with this one. It's up, it's no good. So ROCORI maintains the 1-point lead, and here come the Spartans, who have turned the ball over uncharacteristically 4 times here in the early going of the second half. New into the corner, almost overthrew Howells, gets it back out to New, back to Howells, for three. It is off the iron, no good. Follow-up by Johnson won't go, and out of bounds, knocked away underneath. I think the Spartans got away with one that time because Bart Johnson had a kind of a silly look on his face, and now timeout. I shouldn't say silly look, but he had kind of a grin on his face, saying, oh, we got by with one on that one. Albany wants a timeout. We're going to take way outside for Howells. Covered out there in the man-to-man by Jason Beer as Albany's gone to the man-to-man defense. Lyle New gets it to Hondel, pulls up in the lane for the jumper. It's around the rim, no good. A can opener, and Herkenoff pulls out the rebound. Tough shot there by Hondel, who had it halfway down, and it came right out of there again. Lid on the basket. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Pass inside Herkenoff. Lost it, taken away by Nuring. Lead pass for Bart Johnson. He's in a foot race with Beer. Puts up the shot and hits it. There's that stick in the race with him. And so Bart Johnson has 10 points in the basketball game, a pair of twos, a pair of threes, and a foul on Bart Johnson at the other end. And if it is Bart Johnson, it's his third personal foul of the ball game, and it is. 3 on Johnson, who picked up 2 quick fouls early on in the ball game. That is the third team foul against ROCORI here in the second half. Both clubs, Albany does not have a foul as yet. There's a shot from the corner, it's missed. And Howells chased down the rebound. Lead pass for Nuring, who lost it, but it's followed up by Hondel, and who puts it in? Scott Hondel, who is going to be some kind of a basketball player before he gets done. He's only a sophomore. Herkenoff moves to the hoop. Shot no good. Ball on the floor. Taps out. Controlled by Dooley. Into the corner to Coltis. Back out to Beer. Back inside for Herkenoff. He picks up the shot. And I don't know if that's going to count or not. The officials are talking it over. No basket. It was before the shot. It was before the the foul. The basket will be, or the foul will be called. The foul will be called on Bart Johnson, who has picked up his Bart Johnson, fourth foul. And Herkenoff, who got the shot, but it was after the foul. So Johnson playing with 4 personal fouls. Off from the right side, Beer with the shot. It's no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul called on Lyle New, and Lyle will pick up his 4th foul. 4 personals on Lyle New. .3:59 on the clock for the third quarter. Johnson will come out. Philippi comes in. New will probably be coming out as well, but I don't know if Coach Bob Brink knows that New has 4 personal fouls. He does have a couple of guards that can play his spot. The free throw by Beer is up and good, so after making 1, missing 2, making 1, missing 2, he's made another one. And there's definitely a pattern there. Out of the ball game comes Randy Stick, and now Craig Ethan will check in as well, so Philippi will go to the guard spot. And Ethan and Nuring will be the double post. Well, the Hondel will be a post along with Nuring. Ethan in there along with Howells and Philippi. Free throw is up and good by Beer, who makes the second one. He was in the act of shooting a 3-point basket, and he makes all 3 free throws. And Albany has cut the lead back down to 2, as the Spartans had opened up a 5-point lead, but now it's back to 2. From the right side, the jumper won't go by Holford, who's back into the ball game for Albany, replacing Stick. Outside, this is Philippi with the ball. Bounce pass into the corner. Little jump shot up, no good by Hondel as it came up short. The rebound by Herkenoff. He's got a bunch of them. Here comes Beer to the free throw line, cut off by Philippi. Down into the corner, Holford with a shot. It's good. Todd Holford hits the 3. And he has his first basket of the ball game, and we're all tied at 34. Well, apparently they only gave him 2 on that one. That was only a 2, not a 3, according to the scoreboard. So it'll be 34 all. Otherwise, Albany would have gone up by a pair, but that was inside the 3-point line. 34 all to score, 3:18 to play. Holford with a pair. 3:16 to play. Albany with the basketball into the front court. Jason Beer out to Adam Dooley. Bounce pass to the right side to Coltis inside Herkenoff. Off the glass and in. Kirkenoff is going to do that a lot. That's his first 2-pointers of the second half. First 2 points, 8 points in the ball game. And 36-34, Albany by 2. First lead of the second half for Albany. First lead since about midway through the second quarter. Reverse layup is good by Howells, who used the basket or the rim nicely to reverse that one and not allow Kirkenoff to block it. That was a nice move by Steve Howells, who has 6 points in the basketball game. Kirkenoff in traffic into the corner. Kirkenoff showing great power as he forced the ball away. Jump shot by Holford won't go. Got his own rebound, puts it up, it won't go. Rebound is saved nicely. Blocked by Ethan from behind, and we got a held ball. Ethan blocked the shot by Kirkenoff, and then there was a held ball, and the ball will belong to Albany under their own basket on the alternating possession. Hondo will come out. Nuring is back in along with Ethan. Moore is also back in. And now the pass inside Kirkenoff. Moore came in, I beg your pardon, in a reserve role that time for Hondo. Inside Kirkenoff puts it up and in on the inbounds pass, and he has 10 in the ball game. Now a whistle. We've got a foul. And we'll wait for the call. The foul will be charged to Adam Dooley. Steve Bullard says no basket on that one, although the Spartan bench wanted it. Howells drives it to the basket, lays it in. Howells saw the seam there and took it to the hoop. 8 points for Steve Howells. Across the timeline, this is Jason Beer, drives it to the baseline, reverses himself, brings it back outside to Dooley. Dooley to the top of the circle, left side to Beer. Tries to go inside, picked off by Nuring. Turnover number 2 in the second half for Albany. Nuring, left side Howells, 4-3, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Kirkenoff, the big guy. Gets it out on the wing to Beer, looks ahead, and then brings it across the timeline. Clears it into the front court, into the corner to Todd Hofer, goes to the basket. Blocking foul will be called on Philippi. It'll be a second personal foul of the basketball game. Mamma mia for perfect pasta. It's the Red River Inn. Try any of their delicious pasta dinners. Chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, pasta primavera, or lasagna. All include garlic bread and fettuccine. Just $4.99 or $5.99 with salad bar at the Red River Inn, Cold Spring. Makes me hungry just thinking about it. At the free throw line, Hofer. It's up, it's good. Todd Hofer's first free throw, his 3rd point of the basketball game. And with 1:20 to play, they'll have one more coming. Albany has taken the lead by 2. Once again, as we were tied at 38, now Albany back up by 2. And Hofer's with 4 points in the ball game. Dooley, Beer, Stick is back in now, along with Jason Lahr also back in, and Kirkenoff gets a break. Jump shot left side won't go. Rebound chased down by Beer, drives it to the basket. Shot won't go. Follow-up won't go. Dooley out of bounds, and belongs to Albany. ROCORI with good defense on the other end were able to stop Beer with one and then stop a second shot as well. Dan Crone will check back in. And Jesse Philippi will come out. So it'll be Howells, Moore, Crone, Ethan, and Nuring right now for ROCORI. ROCORI appears to have some players who can come in off the bench. This is a good Albany ball club that they're playing here tonight, and the Huskies are on top by 2. And now Stick goes to the basket and puts it in, and he has 7 points in the ball game and a 4-point lead for the Huskies with 51 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Dan Crone across the timeline looking at a man-to-man for Albany. Howells at the corner. Gets it back to Ethan. His jumper is no good. Rebound Nuring, and Nuring is fouled, and the foul will be charged to Stick. Randy Stick will pick up a personal foul. It will be his 2nd personal foul of the ball game. It will be only the 2nd or 3rd team foul. 2nd team foul against Albany. So the Spartans may not get in the bonus. Right side jumper is no good by Howells. Rebound is pulled out of there by Stick. He'll bring it out on the right wing to Dooley down court. Holford in the corner, covered by Ethan. Since Albany went to the man-to-man, they have done very well. Nuring with a steal at the other end just took the ball away from somebody inside. Nuring at the other end banks it in. Tim Nuring cuts Albany's lead down to 2 at 42-40 with just 8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Outside to Beer. Beer drives, pulls up for the jump shot. It's good. Jason Beer now with 10 from the field and 5 from the free throw line, 15 in the ball game. That is the end of the third quarter with the score. Albany 44, ROCORI 40. Back in a minute. You can run that one before the post-game show if you like, if we run out of breaks. But don't run Marnatelli's because that's the Player of the Game award in post-game. Jesse Philippi along with Dan Moore, Tim Nuring, Craig Ethan, and Steve Howells coming back out for ROCORI. For Albany, Brian Coltis along with Todd Hoferth, Randy Stick, Bob Beckers, and Jason Beer. And the Spartans could cut that lead down to 2 as Albany leads by 4 heading into the fourth quarter. We'll remind you that we'll name our ROCORI Player of the Game, Marnatelli's Pizza Player of the Game, at the end of the ball game in the post-game show along with Coach Bob Brink, or one of his assistants. Foul on Albany will be charged to Brian Coltis. It'll be his second personal. Third team foul against Albany. It's in the act of shooting for Tim Nuring, so he will go to the charity line. Tim Nuring will be at the stripe. Looks up, puts up the free throw, and it is good. Hung on the rim and dropped through. ROCORI is 3 out of 4 from the charity line, and one more coming. Second free throw on its way, and it's good. So the inbounds pass after the 2-point lead for Albany at 44-42, and Albany brings it into the front court. Becker's bounce pass on the right side. Gets at the stick, covered closely by Nuring. ROCORI in a 2-3 zone defense, picked off by Philippi. Philippi almost traveled, but he got the ball off down. Here's a jump shot from the right side by Howells. It won't go, and the rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Veer into the front court, and now a whistle and timeout Albany. They want to talk things over. So we will take a 1-minute timeout here, and let's make that a 30-second timeout with the score: Albany 44, ROCORI 42. Yeah, let's just take 30. We don't need a full break. Well, it's been a good one. ROCORI led 12-11 at the quarter after we'd been tied at 2 in the ball game. Bruce Homseth says Beckers has to come out. In other words, apparently the substitution was not made, so they had to sit Coltis down and bring Beckers back into the ball game. Coach wanted to bring him in. Shot by Perkinoff is no good, but we got a whistle and a foul inside on the Spartans, and the personal foul will be on ROCORI's Craig Ethan, and he will pick up his 4th personal foul of the ball game. Now Beckers will sit down, and Adam Dooley will come back in. Randy Stick will be at the free throw line for the Huskies, and Ethan will come out for ROCORI. Handel is back in. So Handel, Johnson, Moore, Nuring, and Philippi in there for ROCORI right now. Dooley, Beer, Stick, Kirkenoff, and Hofer for the Albany Huskies. First free throw by Stick is no good. He's 1 out of 5 from the charity line. Second one also misses, and Dan Moore pulls down the rebound. ROCORI could tie it this time down or take the lead with a 3. Hondo pulls up for the jumper, but it's short. Rebound, Kirkenoff. He's had a bunch of them. Long lead pass for Stick. Drives it to the basket. That is partially blocked, but the foul will be called on Jesse Philippi, and Philippi was way up in the air on that one. Jesse Philippi picked up the foul, but he went up there and blocked Randy Stick at 6'3", and he was actually up under the rim on that one. So Jesse Philippi picks up his 3rd personal foul. That kid can jump. He was up in the sky, and he's only 5'7". Free throw by Stick is an air ball. We'll hear about that one. Randy Stick right now would just as soon crawl under that free throw line as stand up to it. He just missed everything, and the ROCORI fans are on him. And then naturally he missed the second one as well. Philippi finally comes out with the ball, but a foul is called on Hofer. Coach Bruce Holmseth not pleased with that one. He has very good reason not to be. You folks watching on cable can see that. That should have been a held ball. It was a foul called on Hofer, his first of the ball game. Outside Philippi with the basketball. Gets it off in the corner to Hondo. Hondo brings it out on the dribble twice and gets it to Nuring in the corner. 44-42. Albany still leading with 6:45 to play in the ball game. Here's Nuring to the basket. Lost it. Picked it up again and put it in. Tim Nuring has had a couple of very big baskets for the Spartans, and we're tied at 44. 6:30 to play. It's been a dandy. ROCORI is led by as many as 7. Albany is led by as many as 4 in the ball game. And now the basket. The basket for Albany. Beer, Jason Beer, jump shot from the lane by Nuring is no good. Hondo rebounds it up, and it's no good. So Jason Beer picked up his 6th field goal, and now we've got a whistle and a foul called on the Spartans down at the other end. Foul will be charged to the Spartans, number 40, Dan Moore, his 2nd of the ball game. Jason Beer has 5 out of 9 from the charity line to go with 6 field goals and a total of 17 points for the Huskies. He's the only man in double figures other than Luke Kirkenoff, who has 10. The free throw is up and good by Hofer. Todd Hofer, 3 out of 3 from the line, has 5 in the ball game. One more coming. 6:07 to play. Albany has taken a 4-point lead, and they could make it 5, which has been their biggest lead of the night, as Hofer makes the second one. 49-44. Albany by 5. Howells will get set to come back in for the Spartans. Here's Philippi getting it off to Johnson. Ethan and New are both on the bench. A couple of the starters with 4 personal fouls for ROCORI. Right side to Nuring. Bounce pass off to Moore. Moore looking inside for Hondo, out to Philippi. Philippi drives by his man, puts up the jumper, but it won't go. The Spartans are ice cold right now. And Bart Johnson, who was also playing with 4, has just fouled out of the ball game. So Bart, who had a pair of 3s and a pair of 2s while he was in there, had 10 points in the ball game, but he has fouled out, picking up his 5th foul with 5:38 to play in the ball game, and he finishes with 10 points. So Howells, Philippi, Hondo, Nuring, and Moore right now for the Spartans. And it would appear that Lyle New will check back into the ball game for ROCORI, and Philippi will sit down. So Howells will come in for the departed Bart Johnson, and New will come in for Philippi, who has not fouled out, obviously, but ROCORI will have that group in there. Kirkenoff will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. He's 0 for 1 from the stripe. And Kirkenoff's free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound Moore. Dan Moore had some nice rebounding strength for ROCORI at 6'3". He's a senior. Bounce pass left side for Howells, and we got a whistle. And a pushing foul called on Jason Beer, which will be his 3rd personal foul of the ball game. Beer, Dooley, Kirkenoff, Stick, and Hoferth in there right now for Albany. Moore will throw the inbounds pass. 5:30 to play in the ball game. Right side, it's Nuring. Outside to New. Bounce pass on the left side to Moore. Back outside to Nuring. Nuring starts to drive. Now puts up the shot too hard as he was being intimidated that time by Herkenoff. And at 6'6" and about 240 pounds, he can definitely intimidate you. Down at the baseline, kicked out of bounds, but a foul will be called on Nuring, who forced him out. And Tim Nuring picks up his second personal foul. This is a very fine Albany basketball team, and I'm sure they're going to win a lot of ball games in that that West Central Conference. Into the game once again comes Craig Ethan, and Tim Nuring will sit down. Now ROCORI wants a timeout. So we'll take a 30-second timeout with 5:10 to play in the ball game. It's Albany 49, ROCORI 44. Yeah. Good. Hofer is 5 out of 5 from the charity line, and he's looked very good coming off the bench for Albany. And since he's been in there, they've opened up that 6-point lead, which has been their biggest lead of the ball game. This one won't go, though. And the ball chased down in the corner, and we're going to get a held ball as Craig Ethan reaches in and ties up Brian Coltis in the corner, so it'll be Albany's ball on the alternating possession. 5:06 to play, 50-44. Albany with the lead. Inside, ball batted away. Lead pass down court for Howells. Howells drives it to the basket, missed the shot, and the Spartans missed another bunny shot as they are being intimidated under that basket, and I think probably Herkenoff has something to do with it. Don't blame him, as now ROCORI forcing Albany to their 5th turnover. ROCORI has 4, but unable to complete the play down at the other end. Adam Dooley at the top of the circle, 4:35 to play. Outside to Jason Beer, inside to Herkenoff. Tried to scoop it off, but as he did, he was fouled from behind by... And for Hondo, it will be first ball game. Number 7 against anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fouls against the Spartans here in the second half. And on the bonus free throw, there will be no bonus as the free throw is missed by Herkenoff. That's about the only thing Albany is not doing well. Hofer is the only one who's been shooting free throws with any consistency. Beer is at about 60%. Stick made 1 out of 7. Herkenoff is 0 for 3 and 5 out of 6 for Todd Hofer. ROCORI with the basketball. Philippi, as that last foul was charged, by the way, to Colton. Inside pass, Herkenoff picks it off. Turnover 5 for ROCORI. Coltis has his 3rd personal foul, by the way. Outside, Jason Beer with the ball. Now in Albany, going to almost a 4 corners as they say, hey, let's just let the clock run. We're leading with 4 minutes to play in this ball game, 50-44. Why shoot? And now reaching over, called against Dan Moore, and Moore picks up his first personal foul of the ball game. At the free throw line will be Luke Herkenoff. Luke has 10 points, all from the field on 5 field goals, but he has missed 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. Up, it's good. 98 Country is WWJO St. Cloud, Minnesota. Connie O courtside. Back at the studios, Emmett Keenan. And Herkenoff at the line. Second one up and good. So after missing 3 in a row, Herkenoff makes the pair as 12 in the ball game, and Albany has opened up an 8-point lead in the game, their biggest of the night. Steve Howells calling the play. Out to Philippi. Works to the top of the circle, down into the corner to Moore. Back to Philippi. Right side to Ethan. Back over to Howells. Outside, ROCORI has just been completely cold. Philippi on the running jumper. It's good. Philippi has 8 in the ball game. And now ROCORI wants to put on some pressure. Doug Brink says, get back down there. Let's put some pressure. And now Hofer gets it back out into the middle to Beer, who dumps it off on the left side. Shot no good. Herkenoff puts it up and in. Luke Herkenoff, who's really dominating the inside. 6 field goals, a pair of free throws, 14 in the ball game. 54-46. Back up by 8 are the Albany Huskies. Top of the circle, Philippi. 4-3. It's no good. Rebound, whistle. We're going to get a foul call. They believe it's against Albany, and it should be out of bounds to ROCORI, it would appear. And apparently both teams are in the bonus now. I believe it was Hoferth. Yes, it was. Todd Hoferth picked up his second personal foul. 1-and-1 coming. Philippi will be at the line. You can't beat those. No, it'll be Dan Moore at the line. You can't beat those old dinner favorites at the Red River Inn. Liver with bacon and onions, chopped steak, cheddar steak, ham steak, fried fish, and broiled fish. Each dinner includes mashed potato or baked potato, rolling vegetable, just $4.99, $5.99 with salad bar at the Red River Inn in Cold Spring. Yes, it is. They're cheering for the Red River Inn here. And the free throw as well for Dan Moore. Dan Moore has 3 points in the ball game, and now 4. 4 for Moore. Now we have a whistle and stoppage of the clock. The official says we need to reset that one out of bounds for Albany. Lead pass, full court pressure put on by ROCORI, but Dooley gets the pass across the timeline. 54-48, 6-point lead for Albany. And now Beer has it knocked away, and unable to save it, Tim Nuring rolls into the stands. Young ladies over there getting their legs banged up against the side of the bench. They're okay. Jason Beer will throw the inbounds to Herkenoff. Herkenoff gets it off in the corner to Dooley. Back over to Beer. Beer on the drive. It's good. Jason Beer, 7 field goals. 5 out of 9 from the free throw line, and a total of 19 in the ball game. And now a whistle and a foul inside. No basket. It'll be a foul called on Albany's Adam Dooley, and it'll be his 3rd personal foul of the basketball game. 2:28 on the clock. 56-48. Big free throws here for ROCORI. Tim Nuring at the line. Nuring at the stripe. Puts it up. It's no good. ROCORI has not shot well tonight. A team that shot 70% from the three-point line last Friday night. The free throw goes out of bounds, and last touched by the Spartans, or not touched by anyone. And now the inbounds pass, we're going to get a foul called, and I believe it's going to be on Herkenoff. And for Luke Herkenoff, it'll be his 2nd personal foul of the ball game. Bruce Holmseth got up to have a word for Steve Bullard, and he told him to sit down. And I guess the coaches get used to that. At the free throw line for the Spartans will be Philippi, 56-48. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Ethan brings it back out of there. Philippi, only attempt at the charity line, no good. Here's a little jumper, up, no good. Rebound, Dan Moore, it's no good, but a foul from behind will be charged to, I believe Hoferth picks it up. Yes, Todd Hoferth picks up his 3rd personal foul of the ball game. Neither team doing a lot offensively right now. Just a lot of fouls, a lot of going to the free throw line, and Danny Moore will be there one more time. 98 Country is WWJO St. Cloud. And now we have a timeout. Philippi came into the ball game. And now sitting down will be Brian Coltis. Moore will be at the line for the Spartans. Lyle New is back in. Steve Howells, Philippi, and Ethan. Free throw is good by Dan Moore. Dan, who had missed his previous attempt, hits this one. 56-49. 7-point lead. Albany with Beer, along with Dooley, Hoferth, Herkenoff, and Stick right now. Free throw is no good. New brings it out of there on the dribble. Somehow he went in and got that one. Brought it back out again. Here's a three-pointer, and it's good. Philippi hits the three-pointer for the Spartans. That is 11 for Philippi and his first three-pointer of the night. And it's a 56-52 4-point lead for Albany. Jump shot from the baseline, won't go. Rebound, New for ROCORI. 1:48 to play. Lots of time left in this one. Ethan from the corner. His jumper is no good. Rebound over the top. We'll have a foul called on Philippi, who was up again over the top. Boy, this kid can jump. He's got the best vertical jump out there, I'll say that. And the foul will be charged to Jesse Philippi. At the other end, the 1-and-1 will be coming for Luke Herkenoff, who went in for the rebound and had Philippi come over his back. And I mean, Philippi was up there with Herkenoff, who is 6'6". Philippi at 5'7". Philippi's going to break a leg coming down from that height. At the free throw line, Herkenoff. His free throw is up short, air ball, and out of bounds to the Spartans. So after missing 3, then making 2, and now Herkenoff misses one, it's 56-52. Albany by 4 with 1:39 to play, and the ROCORI fans are on their feet. They are looking for a basket. Philippi into the corner to Howells. Back out to Philippi. Bounce pass to New. New, the left-hander, brings it back outside. Philippi will let it go. And Dooley tries to save it, but could not bring it back inbounds. So it'll be out of bounds to ROCORI as that pass was batted out of bounds by Albany and over the head of Philippi. Philippi calls play number 5, and now the closed fist with 1:19 remains in the ballgame. Philippi goes to the basket, puts it up, no good as it rolls off and out of bounds. It'll be Albany's ball. Timeout Albany. They want to regroup. 1:14 to play in the ballgame. 56-52. The lead belongs to Albany. We'll be back in a minute.
Yep. One left.
Johnson, the player of the game on Friday night with Wilmer. We'll have that after every ROCORI broadcast. And now a loose ball picked up by Ethan, 56-52, 1:10 to play. New outside, gets it off to Philippi for 3. Yes! Philippi hits the 3. He has 14 in the ball game. ROCORI calls, did they call the timeout? Well, it's out of bounds to Albany, backcourt baseline. It's a 1-point lead for Albany. And now into the game, replacing Brian Coltis will come Jason Lahr. A little more ball handling in there with 3 guards in there. Now Lahr, Beer, and now timeout Albany. They want to call timeout as Hofer. Wise move on his part before the 5-second call. 59 seconds to go. Albany by 1. Back in a minute. That break. And we are back once again. The student body making a lot of noise during that break. The pass out of bounds will belong to Albany. Last touch by the Spartans as they batted away from Herkenoff down at the other end. Albany with Herkenoff, Hofer, and then 3 guards, Beer, along with Dooley and Lahr. And on the inbounds pass, Herkenoff is fouled. A 1-and-1 coming for Herkenoff. He'll be out the line. ROCORI has Philippi, Ethan, Moore, Howells, and New in there right now. It's crunch time, folks. 56-55. Big free throw for Herkenoff. He puts it up. It is no good. Rebound New for ROCORI. So the free throw by Herkenoff is missed. He has 2 out of 7 in that department. Here's Howells dropping it inside for Ethan, and Ethan puts it down. Craig Ethan with his second basket, 4 points, 40 seconds to play. ROCORI goes back up by 1. On the drive, this is Beer, drives to the basket. He puts it up. It's no good, but a whistle and a foul called on New. Lyle New picked up his 5th personal foul. And New will foul out. No points in the ball game, and 32 seconds to play. And at the free throw line will be a very good free throw shooter, Jason Beer. Well, I can't say very good, but it's about a 60%er as he's 5 out of 9 from the charity line tonight. Has 19 in the ball game, and he leads all scorers. 14 for Philippi on the ROCORI side off the bench. And into the ball game will come for ROCORI. Dan Crone, the 5'10 senior, will replace Lyle New at that guard spot. So it'll be Crone, Philippi, Howes, Moore, and Ethan for the Spartans. 32 seconds on the clock. ROCORI by 1. Beer at the line. Beer will be shooting, I believe, 2. Yes. Beer will be shooting a pair. His first free throw is no good. 2 shots coming. 1 more. Beer at the line. 1 more shot. Left-hander. He puts it up. It is good. So that ties the ball game at 56-57. Down court come the Spartans. Into the front court slowly is Crone. 25 seconds on the clock. Ethan holds on the right wing. Brings it outside to Crone. Right side to Moore. Back on the left side to Philippi. Philippi drives. Goes to the basket. Shot went in. However, it'll be no basket on that one. The foul was well before the shot. And the foul is a blocking foul on Bob Beckers. It's his second personal foul. And Philippi will be at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Very big free throws, obviously, for Jesse Philippi. He is 0 for 1 from the strike. 4 two-pointers and a pair of threes for Jesse. 14 points. He leads the scoring for the Spartans. Philippi at the line. And the free throw is good. It bounced straight in the air and went through. That ball hit the back of the rim, went straight in the air and went right back through the netting. 58-57. ROCORI by 1. It's been a barn burner. Well, they're all like the first two, the Wilmer game, and now this one even closer. And the second free throw is good. And the second free throw is good. ROCORI calls a timeout, and both free throws went down for Philippi. We're going to take a break, 30 seconds. We'll be back right after this. Jesse Philippi hitting a pair of free throws to put ROCORI on top 59-57. And those two are the lead right now with 13 seconds to play in the ball game. Dan Moore, Steve Howells, along with Craig Ethan, Jesse Philippi, and Dan Crone come out for ROCORI. And for Albany, they will send out Jason Beer, Lou Kirkenoff, Bob Beckers, Adam Dooley, and Todd Hofer. ROCORI will put on full court pressure. Albany missing a lot of free throws, and it's showing right now for the Huskies. 2-2-1 zone press put on. Adam Dooley gets the inbound. 12-11 seconds. Beer down court. Spins to the left side. Covered by Philippi. Covered closely by Philippi. Cross court. Here's a shot by Beckers. Oh, and Whitman came out. Follow-up is no good. Follow-up is no good. The ball game is over. Oh, my. That's how close it was to a win for the Albany Huskies. Bob Beckers' jump shot from the right side was like a can opener. It went around the rim and came out. And you'd think the Spartans had won the national championship as the ROCORI fans had gone bananas. As Jesse Philippi hit the two free throws with just 13 seconds on the clock to win the ball game by a score of 59-57. Our post-game show presented by Marnatelli's Pizza. Marnatelli's Pizza and Marnatelli's player of the game, and we'll name that player here in a little bit, and we'll hopefully have Coach Bob Brink with us. momentarily. I'm not sure where Bob went, but hopefully he'll be back up here with us. The Spartans winning it by a score of 59-57. I'm not sure if Bob had anything left. If he doesn't make it up here, why we will name the player of the game ourselves, and you might have a pretty good guess as to who it is. Meantime, let's look at the scoring for the Albany Huskies. They had 3 field goals, make that 2 field goals, a pair of threes, 6 points from Adam Dooley. Jason Beer had, well, Bob's going to join us now, so we're going to take that interview. Marnatelli's Pizza bringing you the Player of the Game Award here on 98 Country, and Bob will join us here. Oh, congratulations, a nice win. Well, I guess it's always fun to win one over Albany. You've certainly had your share of those over the years, and you've had some great battles over the Albany Ball Club. It's been fun with that.
I told the kids before the game, this is probably the best game Albany's had for the last 10 years, and Kirchhoff inside and Beer outside, what more can you say? They're a very hard team to stop.
They certainly are. And they're going to win an awful lot of ball games in the conference. They've already won a couple of non-conference and win over Cathedral. They're a good ball club. But your club hung in there. You know, you just couldn't seem to get anything down late in that ball game, and they just kept on working.
We missed a lot of shots tonight. You know, we had so many chances. And I don't know, we were in foul trouble about everybody on the team for a while there, and then it seemed like we got kind of a defensive and they started playing some defense. And it just seems like when Lyle News in there too, we stabilized so much more and played so much more of a pattern type game. And I thought that was the difference. And of course, Jesse Forby coming off the bench and hitting those threes and driving and hitting those 2 big free throws. So I think we better think about Jesse as player of the game tonight.
I had a pretty good notion on that one as well. He really did a job for you, certainly.
He really did it when we needed it. That was the whole thing.
He did. One of the things that Albany did not do tonight and helped you considerably, as you mentioned, I was counting fouls and I was looking to see if you were in the bonus. You had 12 at the time in the second half, so you had an awful lot of fouls. Kirchhoff is really tough inside the stop.
He is really quick for a big kid, there's no doubt about it. And we tried just about everybody we had on him. He's just so darn strong, you know. You try to hold your own against him. He's so strong, he just wraps those big legs right around you. It's hard for our kids to stop somebody that big.
Early on, I think Bart Johnson probably a little bit frustrated tonight too. He had that great game against Wilmer. He fouled out with 5:38 to play. Just wasn't in it again tonight. I guess that's what happens when you're a 3-point shooter. He got a couple of them for you, and he also got you 10 points. He did his job, but a little bit frustrated tonight.
All frustrated, because I don't know, we just had a hard time rebounding tonight. I don't know what Craig Eaton never did get on there. During come in and gets like did a pretty good job for a while for us in there, and Danny Moore I thought came in tonight. He was about probably did the best job on hurting off anybody that we had, because he is a pretty strong kid. But I thought probably Danny did the best job defensively. But it was just a great win for us, County. A young ball club. Battling all the way to get back in the game, and then just playing well when we had to in the last minute and a half, the last 2 minutes.
That's right. Albany played a great game, but they missed an awful lot of free throws, and that really helped you on that side too.
Oh, it did, and we knew we wanted to foul if we got a chance, because we knew Hertenoff had to shoot free throws very well. We knew we did want to foul too with Spear, but he did miss one there at the end that maybe the good free throw shooters can miss sometimes too.
Albany just, I'm sure that was a big concern of Bruce Honecutt, because they were well under 50% on the free throw shooting tonight. But it was a great effort on your part. I guess we might as well name the player of the game right now, and then we'll take our little break. But not too much doubt about it. Jesse really picked up the ball.
I really thought our kids, kept their poise this time. I think that's a little bit tradition. Our fans and our people are used to winning. And again, in the end, you can see. I thought Albany lost their poise a little bit when we were pressing them a little bit and had a hard time getting the ball in bounds, and it was the pressure defense that kind of subdued to it. I just thought our tradition had a lot to do with the way we played the last 2 or 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
It seems to me, going back to defense, that when Albany went to their man-to-man defense is when they really gave you the most trouble.
Yeah, they did. They're a very quick team. I was surprised. I think they're a quicker team than Wilmer. They've got very good leg speed. Like you say, it's too bad someone had to lose, because they played their hearts out tonight. Albany did. But I think they'll do very well in their conference. I can't believe there's anybody much tougher.
I can't believe it either, because you're a AA school and you play Central Lakes Conference like Wilmer. I know Wilmer's going to win a lot lot of ball games this year, and we certainly beat them the other night, and a great game here tonight, and Jesse Phillippe, the winner of the player of the game.
He deserves it. He played a lot of basketball in the summertime too, and he made some big plays for us tonight when we really needed it. I think that'll help Jesse's confidence a lot.
My biggest concern with Jesse is if he ever comes down, he may break a leg. He comes so high. He was up over Hergenoff as high as he goes, and he's a foot shorter.
I know. One time there, he went in, and I don't know who he blocked that shot on, but he was right up there with the ball right by the rim. It was a great play, but he got called for the foul, which it was, but he does. He's a good little leaper.
He certainly is. Well, congratulations. I guess the other thing you have to be pleased with is that you got a lot of interchangeable parts on this ball club.
Yeah, we played 10 players the first half, so we're kind of finding out how to play, and we still got some kids on the bench there. I think Chad Eichers can play just a little tight tonight starting off. He's a shooter too. He'll play some ball for us. It's nice to see that many kids get in the game and to play and to win. That's the main thing right now.
Again, congratulations, Coach Bob Brink. We'll see you Friday night. Friday night, St. Cloud Tech coming to town to play the Spartans in Central Lakes Conference action. We'll return right after this for Marnatelli's. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Okay, good. Yep. Back once again at ROCORI High School, where the Spartans have won a thriller here by a score of 59-57 over the Albany Huskies. And let's check that scoring now for Albany once again. Adam Dooley with a pair of field goals, 3-pointers for 6. Jason Beer, 7 field goals, went to the charity line 11 times, and he converted 6 of those. But he missed a big one on the front end of a 1-and-1 at the end of the ball game, and that was one of the big differences, or otherwise we might be playing overtime right now. But he did have a total of 20 in the ball game to lead Albany in scoring. Randy Stick, 3 field goals and a free throw for 7. It was Brian Coltis, a field goal for 2. Luke Kirkenoff had 6 field goals, went to the free throw line a total of 7 times and converted 2 of those for 14 points in the ball game. It was Bob Beckers not scoring. Jason Lahr did not score. Todd Hoperth came off the bench, played well for the Huskies. He was the only real good free throw shooter for the Huskies tonight, as he had 5 out of 6 and finished with 7 points. And that was the scoring for the Huskies in the ball game tonight. Over on the ROCORI side, Steve Halls had 4 field goals for 8. Bart Johnson fouled out with 5:38 to play. He had 10 points in the ball game on a pair of 3s and a pair of 2s. It was Craig Ethan with a pair of field goals for 4 points. Lyle New fouled out with 32 seconds to play, and he had no points in the basketball game. And it was Scott Hondel with a pair of free throws and 3 field goals for 8 points in the ball game. Dan Crone, a free throw for 1. Chad Eichers did not score in a reserve role. And Dan Moore, a field goal and a pair of free throws for 4. It was Tim Neuring with 3 field goals and a pair of free throws for 8 points in the ball game. And Jesse Phillippe had a pair of 3-pointers, had 4 2-pointers for 14 from the field. He missed his first free throw, but these were the 2 that made the difference. (59-57). Those 2 free throws made the difference. 13 seconds to play. Down court came the Huskies. They had several shots at the basket, but they would not go down. In fact, the one that Beckers took from 3-point land, I believe, that probably would have won it because it looked like he was behind the 3-point line. It was a can opener. It came around the rim, back out again, and that was the ball game. Albany goes to 2-1. ROCORI goes now to 2-0. They'll play St. Cloud Tech on Friday night, airtime here on 98 Country at 7:15. By quarters, it was ROCORI 12-11 at the quarter, 28-24 at the half. Albany jumped out to a 44-40 lead at the end of 3 quarters. They opened it up to 8 points at one time, but ROCORI came storming back. In fact, I think at one time it was 56-48, if I remember correctly. ROCORI came back, scored a good number of the last points in the ball game, and win it by a score of 59-57 in regulation. That does it from here. Thanks to Emmett Keenan for a good job back at the studios. Thanks to you for joining us in the broadcast. We'll see you Friday night here on 98 Country. Our post-game show, Marnatelli's Pizza Player of the Game, and Jesse Philippi is the player of the game for tonight's ball game. And our thanks to Marnatelli's downtown Cold Spring. They're more than pizza. They have that great roasted chicken as well. I'm Connie O. Final once again, ROCORI 59, Albany 57.
As Connie O said, that does it from here, and that's likewise for us. We're up in the booth across the way. That's why you've seen him so much. And once again, using our wireless, and we hope that comes over. But during some of the noise, I'm sure it was a little bit hard to hear, but that would be hard with any microphone. Glad you joined us. We'll have this back on 34 shortly. And we're here on a Monday night.
Junior